The Owl's Secret, Part 10. Christmas was the other social high point of school life at Donegal Academy, and there was so much work to do in getting ready. Around Thanksgiving, Mr. Johann had conferred with Mrs. Rosso, the matron of the boys' dormitory, about one serious matter. Both had agreed that little Sammy must be kept busy no matter what. So in addition to cleaning his room and the responsibility of his schoolwork and monthly detail, he would also assist in decorating the great hall for the season. Today, this moody, brown-haired, bespectacled boy was hanging garland with red ribbons on the grand staircase. Little hidden tacks were stuck just under the railing to hold it, and the end was to be secured around the railing post, topped by an owl clutching a book. As he wound the end of the garland, Sammy reached up to brace himself by holding on to the top of this wooden book. He felt the carven binding cords against his palm as he stretched to complete the task. Being alone is one thing, but being lonely is something else altogether. Sammy had enjoyed being alone until he met the one person in all the world who had the key to unlock him. Now she was gone, and her absence left a big empty place in his heart. As he pulled himself up, the dark shadow of loneliness continued its awful work in twisting his deep sadness into anger. Then a most amazing thing happened. The wooden book broke away from the owl. Oh no! He had damaged one of the school's well-known treasures. But he looked up to see that the clever owl was still holding its book. What did he have in his hand? He went to sit in one of the overstuffed chairs to examine it. A sky-blue book, about 3 inches by 5, an inch or more thick, with gold-trimmed pages, lay on his lap. But how had he gotten it? Where had it come from? "I wish I knew more about you," he said to no one in particular, thinking out loud because he once had someone there to hear him. A strange soft blue light began to fill the room, emanating from the owl atop the railing post. Sammy stood up, as out of the light a form was taking shape before him. At first he thought he might have passed out and Mr. Johann was coming to help him, but as the figure drew closer he saw that it looked uncommonly like Santa Claus. Who are you?" asked the boy, prepared to run at the first opportunity. "You have the book, don't you know?" "No, I didn't mean to. I don't want the book." "But you've taken it, and still you don't recognize me, after all I've done to protect you. Then you are the guardian, and this book is magic." "Yes, magic. For you to use as you... Ah, but I see you've already made your choice." "What? What do you mean?" "I didn't... Now you realize, of course, that such a wish will require the use of all the magic at once. Most people who find the book use the power more selfishly, of course, but what you want can be done." "Wait, I still don't know what you mean." "And you do realize that you are making a choice for another person. That can be tricky and may not produce the results that you desire." "But I didn't choose anything." "Your heart has spoken. When you see the light, speak the words that will come to you. I wish you good luck, and do not forget that this will use up all the magic. I won't be able to help you after this. His voice began to fade, and he was gone. In fact, everything was gone, all except a door frame. Sammy walked slowly toward it, and as he approached, a strong feeling grew within him that all his loved ones were just there on the other side. If he passed through, he could see them again, be with them. But he couldn't do it. He had to stay true to someone. Suddenly, all was enveloped in a warm blue fog. He stood on a little hill. Behind him the sun rose, and with it the strength to clear away all shadows and darkness. And the words came to him. All return, reset. He felt his body pulled back through time. His life flowed rapidly backwards as he re-experienced it. He saw himself being seen by others, as others saw him, but he couldn't enter into dialogue or change any event. Finally, Sammy fell out the other end and was, well, he was nowhere. Everything was alive around him, whether animated by spirits or angels or gods, and he was a part of it. He was it. Overwhelming his senses were all the living voices in the sky, on the earth, and under the earth, as contained within the spheres of all time, past, present, and future. With one blink, he stood again at the crossroads where they had first met. Was this that very day? Why here? And if this were that day, would she even remember him? Would she have to relive everything all over again? He ran ahead to the apple tree. He saw the blonde-haired girl almost asleep, and then, as he stepped on a twig, she got up, dropped the little sky-blue book with the gold-trimmed pages that she had been reading, and said, "Sammy, I've been waiting for you." The Owl's Secret. The End.